a historic moment, maybe the end of an era or the beginning of one, depending on your glass half full or half empty approach to things. But we are already seeing a little bit of at least enthusiasm for some of those GE shareholders and perhaps people who want to get into the stock. The shares are off their lows of the day so far. You can see so off about 0.25% right now intraday. We were down about 3% in the pre-market trade. And as you take a look at the heat map overall for the S&P 500, it does fall into that industrials category, something that we'll be watching closely. Now, if you take a look at some of the Dow stocks that have been kicked out and how they tend to perform, there has been some, at least, notion that perhaps the stocks that get kicked out of the Dow all just automatically do better once they get out. It's not always the case, but we'll show you a few examples from recent history just to give you an idea of some of the recent history for some of these stocks. If you take a look, first of all, what's happening with the AT&T getting kicked out a few years ago, replaced by Apple. During that time, we've seen the Spider Dow ETF, since it got kicked out, up by 36%. AT&T has actually underperformed, down by about 4%. Take a look at this other one as well. As we take a look at some of the other, Bank of America, for instance, that particular share, those ones have actually moved differently as well. Let's bring that one up there. Bank of America up double since then. The Spider Dow ETF about 60%. Remember, a lot of weird muddiness around the financial crisis and some of these stocks getting bailed out by the government. One more to watch is the peer company Honeywell. It got kicked out of the Dow way back when, back in 2008. If you take a look at that time span, the Honeywell is up 163%. The Spider Dow ETF a double there. So Honeywell has outperformed both GE and the overall Dow.
Hey there, thanks for checking out CNBC on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the day's biggest stories. You can also click on any of the videos around me to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.